And unfortunately, long story short, I was asked to leave the plane, otherwise I would be taken out of the plane forcefully. No problem. I left the plane. I was able to get actual medical note, and I was able to fly next plane. On the way back, they try to discredit my medical note. They take any opportunity they can, even if you have a valid reason for not wearing a mask. They're still going to try to discredit. We're not going to take action. We're going to take action and not allow that to happen. The other thing happened 2 days ago in the Shoppers Drug Mart. They refused to give me the service. I have a video, you can watch it. What I'm trying to say is you have to take action, you have to draw the line. We're drawing the line, enough is enough, and we have to take the action to protect our rights and freedoms. Now, the reason why I bring those two examples for a very specific point, no one else spoke for my side in those two incidents. No one. Not on a plane, not on the Shoppers Drug Mart as I was using the postal service. Not a single person said, why is this happening? He has a real medical exemption. He's not going to be wearing a mask. Leave this person alone. No one really did anything. And this is what you have to all understand. And I know everyone's here takes action. So this is a message for people who maybe not here and gonna watch this later. History is full of examples. The only time evil can spread wide and fast when good people do nothing.
That's right, that's right, that's right.
That's the only time evil has a chance to win that battle. When good people do nothing. And that's why the message of action is paramount to what we do. Every single day we have to take action. You have to do your best. Every day, take action. Stand in your right. Protect your right. Otherwise, we'll take away all your rights. Praise God, everybody. Taking action is important. Now, understand, your best is different every day. Be patient with yourself, but do what you can every day. And make sure if you see something is happening, you do speak up. Because we have to protect our way of life, otherwise they're going to take it away.
Yeah, we cannot stand for
now,
that.
The second part of my message is a message of why we're going to win this battle.
Yeah!
We're going to win this battle!
Yeah! Yeah!
This is not a political issue. This is a life issue.
Yes.
This is our life.
Yes!
This is our country.
Yes!
And these are our children.
Yes!
And we'll do whatever it takes. Whatever it takes to protect them. To the last breath that we're going to take without a mask.
That's right! That's right! That's right!
There's so many examples in history of evil fighting against our way of life and humanity being on an assault. And this has been multidimensional, multi-year, for decades this assault on humanity is going on and playing all the foundation. That's why they're gaining some ground, but we're fighting back. We're fighting back strong and hard.
Yes.
And I want you to remember the examples of the history. One of the oldest examples in the history is the battle of David and Goliath. Yes or yes?
Yes!
And this is why I want you to understand. Something that looks strong and powerful and has a potential to win the battle does not win in the end.
Yeah! The emperor has no clothes!
Why we're gonna win this battle is because what we're fighting for is eternal.
Yeah,
it's infinite.
Yeah.
It's our life.
Yeah.
It's love over fear.
Yeah.
And that's why we're going to win this battle. Because what they are fighting for is finite, is the end goal. They want to vaccinate everybody, they want to depopulate the world, and they want to have their control over us and our children.
Ooh.
So that's their finite, limited goal that they're going after. And they might have a lot of resources, but they're not going to win this battle.
They're not going
because
to win.
What we're fighting for is eternal. Is infinite.
Yes.
And that's why we're going to win. Because what we're fighting for can never lose as long as we continue taking actions. Hugs over masks represents impact. It represents change that we're willing to take, and we're willing to go into the communities and making sure that the change is implemented.
Yeah.
That's why everything that we do is not just about us getting out of wearing a mask. What we do in the communities every single day, we build in local support communities so we can provide support to each other. So then it's not just one person going to store without a mask and getting assaulted and harassed. You have a group of people going. So we have festivals of lives happening on a weekend all across this beautiful country and United States and the world at this point, where we come together and we celebrate our way of life. And that's our protest right now, that we will come together with no mask, we're going to hug each other, our children will play together, and that's our way of life that we're going to defend.
Yes, sir. Yes.
And the other thing that we do during the week, we do the activist work, and you have to take action. The activist work has to happen during the week. We have flyers that we distribute that educate people about the exemptions. We have flyers that educate people about the harmful effect of the mask. Not just whether the mask works or not. It's on our website. There's 6 points we created this flyer. It talks about mental health that's been completely overlooked. It's talk about social development that's going to be damaging children for life. Imagine a newborn not able to see parents' facial expression in the first 3 months of their life. What kind of child is that going to be going forward? It's insane.
It is insane.
It talks about when you're wearing a mask in public, you actually increase safety of public. Why? How easy it's going to be to kidnap a child now wearing a mask. Everyone's wearing a mask. Good luck at finding your child in the sea of masks. Good luck identifying the predator who's wearing a mask themselves. We're not gonna take that. Enough is enough!
Enough is enough!
This government and these so-called experts are criminals.
Yeah!
They are causing real harm and death. There are collateral deaths from these measures, and they're not admitting to them. And we're gonna hold them to account. Yes or yes?
Yes!
In any measures, in any action, there's all this risk to benefit ratio. Why can't you talk about so-called benefits and you completely dismiss any type of risk or damage that those actions can take? It's a basic understanding. You don't need to be an expert to get that. In the end, what I want to say is, Hugs of a Mask started as a grassroots, non-partisan platform of independent professionals and parents fighting for our way of life and making sure these measures get out of our way. Yes or yes?
Yes!
And we are developing the Hugs Nation, and you saw our members of Hugs Nation, and you can be a part of Hugs Nation. And what we're doing is we're providing a platform for these children to make sure they can flourish. We're providing educational opportunities going forward so they can be in a healthy environment and develop a critical thinking. It's horrendous to see assault on the critical thinking right now. Like, you're not supposed to think for yourself? What kind of life is this game? Insane. So this is what we are. I want to leave you with a powerful message again.
With the dog?
We are all just drops in the ocean. But what is in the ocean is if not multitude of drops.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's why humanity will prevail. There's way more of us than them. And all we're gonna do is we're gonna unite and we're gonna protect our way of life and our children. I love you all. Stay healthy, everybody.
Check. Are we putting the other mic on? Check. There we go. That was Vladislav Sobolev, everybody. Hugs over masks. That's what it's about. It's about our kids. It's about our unity. I'm so happy. Look around, folks. Look around. Aren't you proud to be Canadian? Joel's going to introduce our next speaker. He's an amazing person from Quebec. He's a very special friend of mine.
Thank you very much, Killian. And that's a very good sign of women power! Just want to say a few words before we introduce Steve Lattis.
I have to give it to him, yeah.
Oh shit, oh sorry, I didn't want to say his name just yet. I think we're missing women in power, in politics, because divine femininity is missing. That's at the basis of one of the very problems that we are submitted right now, that we are not in self-control. I think women should be, there should be more women at top of the pyramid, that's what I mean. But we should forget but we should forget the principle of pyramid. We should start another system aside. It's just a suggestion.
Yeah, yeah.
Maintenant, j'aimerais présenter quelqu'un qui est auteur, chanteur, compositeur, auteur de livres et de poésie, un militant depuis 30 ans. I present to you, Steve l'artiste Charlotte!
Sounds like this is somebody really well known and popular with the Quebec crowd. Steve!
Coupe le corps!
This is somebody obviously very well known in Quebec. Freedom.
Ouais, la dernière fois que je suis venu, je criais ça, moi, coupe le corps, les Anglais ont dit, qu'est-ce qu'il dit, qu'est-ce qu'il dit? Cut the cable! C'est très représentatif qu'il faudrait couper le câble, non seulement de toute la merde qu'ils nous donnent des merdias, là,
I understood that. Toute la
et de notre ancien mode de pensée.
All the shit. Toute la
C'est pas eux qui nous contrôlent, c'est nous qui nous laissons contrôler, pis ça, c'est assez! Hey, vous êtes beaux en tabarouette. Ça fait plusieurs fois que je viens à Ottawa pour plusieurs manifestations de toutes sortes. Puis c'est la première fois qu'on est autant de monde. C'est génial, c'est grandiose. Merci! Puis je trouve ça très significatif aujourd'hui. On a des drapeaux de l'Acadie, des drapeaux de la Suède, des drapeaux du Québec. Mon drapeau du Québec qui est à l'envers, qui signifie un signe de détresse, parce qu'on est en territoire occupé par l'ennemi.
One of our regulars at Queen's Park.
Je vais en profiter pour reculer plusieurs centaines d'années plus tard et pour remercier les Algonquins, parce qu'on est chez eux.
Hey, beautiful. Can you put that somewhere there, my love? Somewhere.
Il y a plusieurs centaines d'années, les gens qui sont débarqués ici se sont servis de nos ancêtres pour isoler et tasser les Algonquins, entre autres, et toutes les Premières Nations. Aujourd'hui, ils se servent de d'autres pour nous tasser, nous autres, puis on se retrouve dans le même bateau que les Premières Nations. Puis je vais en profiter pour vous expliquer ce que c'est ce drapeau-là, parce qu'il y en a plein qui nous disent que... Il y en a plein qui s'accaparent ça au Québec, ce qui est complètement faux. D'ailleurs, je suis épaté de voir plusieurs drapeaux des Patriotes, et même tenus par un anglophone de l'Ontario. La bande verte signifie les Irlandais du temps. La bande blanche signifie les Canadiens francophones. Et la bande rouge signifie les Canadiens anglophones. On est tous des patriotes!
All the Patriots united! All the Patriots united! That's what he said. French and English.
Puis on est en train de leur montrer qu'ici, c'est chez nous! Puis c'est uni qu'on va reprendre ce qui nous appartient! On est en train de s'unir! Moi, je le dis souvent, là, la langue que tu parles, ce que tu baises, le Dieu que tu pries, ce que tu manges, j'en ai rien à cirer! C'est nous contre eux! Unite we stand!
Yes, united we stand! Against
And unite we will win!
Woo! Yes, yes.
Pas bien bon en anglais, fait que je vais lui laisser ça aux autres, là, tu sais. Écoute, je reviendrai pas sur ce qui s'est dit. Si vous êtes ici, c'est parce que vous êtes déjà convaincus que ce qui se passe n'a aucun bon sens. Je suis ici pour te rappeler tes responsabilités, mes responsabilités. Moi, je suis une grande gueule sur les réseaux sociaux. Je mobilise beaucoup de monde. Mais c'est grâce à vous tous qu'on mobilise beaucoup de monde. Quand je me promène dans la foule, il y a plein de monde qui viennent me serrer la main, prendre des photos pour me remercier. Mais sans vous autres, on n'est rien. Je rencontre quelqu'un qui crie dans le désert. Ça faisait tellement longtemps que je criais dans le désert qu'à chaque fois que je monte ici, vous me faites vibrer! On est en train de se multiplier puis de faire shaker les bâtisses! Comme je suis venu vous dire le 1er juillet, quand les séparatistes vont s'unir aux fédéralistes, on va faire trembler la bâtisse! Les liens qui nous unissent doivent devenir plus forts que tout ce qui nous a divisés! De toute façon, c'est jamais nous autres qui s'est divisés. À chaque crise, il y a des gens qui sont payés cher pour mettre des clôtures entre deux parties de la population. Puis nous autres, comme des cons, on se piche des roches des deux bords. Tout ça a assez duré. Moi, je veux qu'on s'unisse pour enlever les clôtures puis attaquer les vrais traîtres de la nation. C'est pas compliqué à comprendre, on est tous convaincus. Il nous reste à convaincre le restant de la population. C'est clair, on est en bas de la pyramide. On est géré par des gens qui sont corrompus par le lobby des multinationales, qui sont corrompus par les banques mondiales. Puis tout ça a assez duré. Puis les médias qui sont complices, les voyez-vous aujourd'hui, les médias, ils vont probablement dire qu'on était quelques dizaines à Ottawa. Gang de pourris! Ça fait plusieurs fois que je me déplace des manifestations puis tout le monde crie « Liberté ». Mais la liberté, c'est une utopie que tu as le droit de prendre. D'ailleurs, on ne serait pas supposé d'être obligé de l'exiger. La liberté, on est supposé de l'avoir à la naissance. Moi, ce que je veux, c'est qu'ils nous donnent la vérité. Après ça, on décidera ce qu'on fait de notre liberté. La vérité! La vérité! La vérité!
La vérité! La vérité! La vérité! La vérité! La vérité! La vérité! Truth, truth. Vérité is truth in French. La vérité!
Il y a beaucoup de monde qui me demande combien on est aujourd'hui. Je ne sais pas, je suis pas bon pour évaluer ça, moi. Mais il y a une chose que je sais, par exemple. Il y a plus de monde ici qui peut en avoir une mort du COVID au Québec qu'en Ontario. Puis à chaque rassemblement, on me souhaite à moi que je devrais pogner le COVID pour en souffrir. J'ai serré des milliers de mains, j'ai donné des milliers de becs depuis le mois de mai, puis je suis en très bonne santé. On est géré par, moi j'appelle ça l'OMM, on est géré par l'Organisation mondiale de la maladie. Il n'y en a jamais un là-dedans qui nous a parlé de santé. Il n'y en a jamais un là-dedans qui nous a parlé de notre système immunitaire. Il n'y en a jamais un là-dedans qui nous a conseillé qu'on devrait mettre Mozento dehors. C'est un argument facile pour ton entourage. Tu faisais vraiment confiance au gouvernement avant la crise, toi, Le gouvernement a donné leur bénédiction à des compagnies mondialistes comme Mozento qui nous empoisonnent et qui maintenant nous vendent des médicaments par Bayer. C'est une belle filiale. Ils nous rendent malades dans le champ, puis après ça, ils nous soignent. C'est nos gouvernements qui leur ont donné la bénédiction, puis aujourd'hui, il y a encore des gens qui croient qu'ils veulent notre bien. Ils veulent pas notre bien, ils veulent notre portefeuille. Puis tout ça a assez duré. Je suis ici pour t'inviter à prendre tes responsabilités. responsabilité. On se fait rentrer dedans toutes les semaines. On se fait tasser par nos familles. Les médias ont même conseillé nos familles de nous barrer sur Facebook. C'est rendu grave, là. On nous accuse d'appel à la haine. L'appel à la haine se passe à tous les jours à TVA, LCN, Radio-Canada. Il est grandement temps que les moutons noirs aillent chercher le restant du peuple. On le sait qu'ils sont gérés par la peur. Mais il n'y a rien à avoir peur. C'était une grippe, asti!
But he's awesome. You can feel his passion. Liberté! 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 Liberté!
Vous êtes capotés, il y a des gens de tous les âges, il y a des gens de toutes les ethnies, il y a des gens qui parlent toutes les langues, il y a des gens, il y a des blancs, des noirs, des basanés, des... On n'a jamais vu ça, ça fait des années qu'on espère ça. Moi, ça fait des années que j'essaye de dire que ma cause, c'est l'union du peuple. Puis il y en a encore qui me demandaient la semaine passée, c'est quoi ta cause? L'union du peuple. Parce que unis, ils peuvent rien contre nous. Prenez vos responsabilités et unissez-vous! Si tu trouves que ça n'a pas de bon sens ce qui se passe à l'école, envoie pas tes enfants là. Si tu trouves que ça n'a pas de bon sens ce qui se passe en CHSLD, va chercher tes parents. Et gars, si tu trouves que ça n'a pas de bon sens, prends tes responsabilités. On est tous souverains à la base. Réveillez-vous!
Take responsibility. Unite
Puis
yourself.
réveillez vos familles! Moi, j'accepte aujourd'hui qu'on me rentre dedans, j'en ai rien à cirer. Ils ont le droit de pas penser comme nous autres, mais moi, je vais continuer de mettre mes bottes, puis je vais continuer de dire ce que j'ai à dire, puis je vais continuer de mobiliser. On est parti une coupe de 100 chars de Québec aujourd'hui pour s'en venir jusqu'ici. C'était grandiose, génial, puis on va revenir! Je nous aime! Je ne prendrai pas plus de votre temps, il y a encore des orateurs de qualité qui s'en viennent nous voir. Je suis honoré d'avoir été invité de venir vous parler. Je vais continuer d'avoir une grande gueule parce qu'il y a encore plein de gens qui sont venus me dire merci de parler pour moi. Moi, je suis juste un autre grande gueule sur le web. Puis surtout, ne sous-estimez pas le web parce que je pense qu'ils se sont aperçus qu'on s'en est aperçus, comprends-tu? À chaque fois qu'on diffuse quelque chose en conscience collective sur nos réseaux sociaux, ils en parlent dans la conférence de presse du lendemain, c'est comique, hein? C'est pas un hasard, là, chose. Continuez de partager, continuez d'en parler, continuez de dire aux gens qu'on les aime même s'ils ont peur. Puis qu'on a hâte qu'ils arrêtent d'avoir peur, parce qu'il n'y a rien à avoir peur. La peur n'empêche pas la mort, la peur empêche la vie. Merci!
He said, continue speaking out, continue taking a stand, because nobody else is going to do it for you. Continue speaking out.
Liberté! 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 Liberté and freedom!
Population. So amazing.
I am so moved right now. This is a historical moment. There has never been something like this before, and this crisis is our very chance to erase whatever was negative before, whatever was non-functional, and start over!
Absolutely amazing. Wow.
Et maintenant, notre prochaine personne à prendre le micro, our next speaker is going to take the mic. C'est une naturopathe. Elle fait beaucoup de lives sur Internet. She's in alternative medicine. She does a lot of lives on the Internet. She's very well known. She's an actress. She's a singer. She's a great soul. Je vous présente Amélie Paul.
Wow, that's impressive. Woo! From down here, we don't see the people. Hey, Luke. Thank you for being. Oh, I love you too. Merci d'être là, tout le monde. Quand on me demande pour parler comme ça, dans les manifs, je me demande toujours qu'est-ce que je pense que les gens ont besoin d'entendre. Tout qu'on me dit ici. Mais là, ça m'a dit une phrase de Yoda dans Star Wars. You must unlearn what you have learned. Vous devez désapprendre ce que vous avez appris. Oui, et je crois que c'est ça la leçon qu'on a tirée de cette fausse pandémie. C'est qu'au-delà des masques obligatoires puis des futurs vaccins peut-être obligatoires, faut se rappeler une chose super importante, faut être conscient de ça, c'est que toutes les autorités nous ont toujours menti depuis notre naissance, puis depuis des siècles que c'est comme ça. Malheureusement, c'est la vérité. Faut aussi prendre conscience qu'il n'y aura pas de retour à la normale. Hein, pour ceux qui veulent encore protéger leur sécurité puis qui ont encore des peurs, il faut oublier ça, il faut lâcher prise. Là, c'est terminé. Il n'y aura plus de retour à l'ancienne vie. Ça serait impossible. Il y a un éveil planétaire, donc on ne peut pas régresser. On peut juste aller vers l'avant, vers l'éveil. On peut juste s'élever. Et là, on est à la croisée des chemins. On doit décider, est-ce qu'on s'en va vers une dictature où on va être des esclaves, on va être asservis? Non, c'est pas ça qu'on veut. On veut s'en aller vers un nouveau monde. Des gens éveillés, des petites communautés qui vont s'entraider, qu'on va vivre dans la paix, l'amour et l'abondance. C'est vers ça qu'on veut s'en aller. Et là, je vois beaucoup de monde, même dans notre mouvement, qui cherche la vérité, qui cherche, mais on cherche à partir du mensonge. Et là, pour trouver la vérité, il faut s'élever au-dessus du mensonge pour avoir une vue d'ensemble, puis c'est comme ça qu'on va percevoir la vérité, vous comprenez? Il y a trop de monde qui écoute encore juste les scientifiques, les médecins, les spécialistes, puis j'ai rien contre eux. Mais eux, souvent, se fient à leur vérité qui vient du mensonge. OK? Il faut s'élever au-dessus du mensonge. Et je veux juste vous dire une chose super importante, c'est qu'il n'y a personne de pas assez intelligent. Ne dites pas, mais j'ai pas d'éducation, je suis pas assez intelligent, je suis pas allé à l'université. Non, tout le monde a une voix. Tout le monde est important, puis vous n'avez pas à avoir été à l'université, vous avez juste à vous connecter ici, à votre cœur, à votre intuition. OK? Sont là les réponses, la vérité est là. La vérité n'est pas à l'extérieur, ça c'est comme la santé. La maladie n'est pas à l'extérieur, c'est pas un méchant virus qui va vous sauter dessus. La maladie, ça se développe à l'intérieur. Voilà, la vérité est à l'intérieur. Donc, yes, merci Luc. Ah, je vous aime, vous êtes merveilleux. Et là, j'ai adoré avec Steve quand vous avez tous crié vérité. Parce que oui, on veut la liberté, mais ce qui va nous sauver, c'est la vérité. C'est tout ce qui tient ça, là, c'est le mensonge, les médias qui nous mentent. Hey, la politique est corrompue, les banques sont corrompues, la médecine est corrompue, tout est corrompu. Donc, le système scolaire aussi est corrompu, l'histoire a été trafiquée. Donc, pour sortir de ça, là, soyons tous vrais, même individuellement. Allons de plus en plus vers la vérité. Enlevons nos masques, pas les masques
obligatoire dans les lieux publics, là, les masques que tout le monde porte parce qu'ils ont peur de se montrer vrais, ils ont peur de se montrer vulnérables sur leur vrai jour. Hey, soyez vrais, c'est ce qui fait que les gens sont intéressants à leur vulnérabilité. Donc soyons vrais. Et là, si vous voulez me faire plaisir, là, je vais vous entendre crier « Vérité! 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 » C'est magnifique! Vérité!
Vérité!
Je vous aime tout le monde!
Vérité! 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 Vérité means truth, truth, truth. So sweet, so sweet. I love it. People are...
Merci beaucoup, Amélie Paul!
I have to say, I love the enthusiasm of our Quebec brothers
Et
and
maintenant?
sisters. They are amazing.
Il y a une jeune dame ici qui tient vraiment beaucoup à remercier tout le monde qui est là. Je vais la laisser le faire elle-même. There is a girl here who wants to thank you all. She wrote a little something to thank you. I'm just going to pass the mic to her. Her name is Valérie. Welcome, Valérie!
Salut tout le monde, je m'appelle Valérie puis j'ai 14 ans. Moi je voulais vous dire que d'après moi là, la plus belle chose depuis le début des temps, c'est la communication, que ce soit dans n'importe quelle langue, on peut se parler, puis ça c'est vraiment beau. Je voulais vraiment vous remercier d'être là. C'est fantastique de voir que vous vous battez pour notre avenir, votre avenir pour tout le monde. Moi, ça me touche beaucoup. Merci, puis je vous aime tous.
Merci Valérie, ça fait plaisir.
So sweet. She's thanking everybody for taking a stand for her freedom.
On l'applaudit très fort, merci beaucoup! Et maintenant, un petit numéro musical. Quelqu'un que vous connaissez beaucoup, il se fait surnommer Capitaine America. Alors, je vous laisse avec ça, je vais lui tenir le micro. Je vous présente Éric Taou!
Juste dire un petit quelque chose. Des visages, des sourires, la liberté, c'est ça qu'on veut! Francophones, Anglophones, First Nation, all together against their lies.
Yes!
A big human family
Yes!
for our freedom! Je vais faire ça court. Je vais chanter une petite chanson qui résume très bien la situation présentement. Si vous connaissez les paroles, if you know the lyrics, go ahead. I want to hear you guys. I want to hear you, Ottawa. Un, deux. Paranoia is in the bloom, the PR transmission will resume. They try to push the drug to keep us all dumbed down and hope that we will never see the truth around. Come on, another promise, another scene, another package light to keep us out of in greed with all the green bell straps runs our mind, the endless red tape to keep the truth confined. So come on, si vous connaissez les paroles, c'est temps. They will not force us. They will stop degrading us. They will stop control us. We will be victorious. Come on.
Yeah!
into changing mind control. Come let the revolution take its toll. If you could flick the switch and open your third eyes, you see that we should never be afraid to die. Come on, rise up, take the power back. It's like the fat cat had a heart attack. You know that dark time's coming to an end. We have to unify to watch our flags ascend. So come on.
We are in Ottawa for the Freedom Rally.
They will not force us. Tout le monde à Ottawa. They will stop degrading us. Ensemble. They will not control us. We will be victorious. Come on. Woo!
Let freedom reign! Live from Ottawa.
Amazing, isn't it, folks?
Thousands of patriots here, everyone.
Absolutely amazing. And each and every one of you are amazing.
Woo!
I want to speak for a quick second about the importance of words. Words are the most important portion of any society and any civilization. Because it's the words that we use that define the laws that keep the peace among such a vast array of different individual people. Pay attention to the words that are being shown to you through the media and your politicians, because they twist them. Make sure you understand the definition of all the words that they use, because they lie to you about what they mean. This entire motion, the correct information, because we have the most amazing and intelligent population, and all it takes is for them to know the truth.
Yeah. We need to keep spreading the truth. Yeah.
This is a family.
How amazing is this?
We are a nation of family. Look around, look at the unity.
Woo!
Aren't you proud to be Canadian? The next speaker, he's been making some waves everywhere. He is the leader of a group called Mothers Against Distancing. His name is Chris Sky. Everybody, a big warm welcome for Chris Sky.
Ladies and gentlemen, how are you, Ottawa? We are in some dark days. The government is attacking each and every one of us at all angles possible. Their primary tactics are fear and division. They use their media, their so-called experts, and their elected officials to infect everybody with as much ignorance and lies, to perpetuate as much fear as possible. Why? Because for tyranny to reign, you have to be ignorant. As soon as people know the truth, they will value freedom. Why are we all here today? Why is every one of us here today? Because we understand freedom is essential.
Yeah.
Freedom of choice is the bedrock of society. So we have to say no to mandatory masks. We have to say no to mandatory contact tracing. We have to say no to mandatory vaccines. And we have to say no to their new normal. You cannot prevent the new normal by complying with it. The only way is to not comply. So the government tries to divide us into smaller and smaller groups, so our voices are smaller and cannot be as effective. How did they divide us? They started with the people who are scared of the virus versus the people who know better. Then they divided us between the people working and the people not, the essentials and the non-essentials, the people collecting CERB and the ones that do not qualify. Then they tried to divide us with race, like you see in the United States. Thankfully, in our diverse, wonderful Canada, they failed miserably.
But that didn't stop them.
Yay!
Now they're trying to turn us against our fellow police officers, members of the community, our last line of defense against tyranny. And what do we hear? Calls to defund the police. Are you kidding me? What does our government fear more than anything? They fear us all coming together. They fear united non-compliance. And that's what we have to show them. Not just here, all around the world, people are waking up. Hundreds of thousands, millions are hitting the streets. Why? Because they know they're being lied to.
Yes!
And guess what? Once you're given the truth, you are awake. And when you are awake, it's impossible to go back to sleep. And once you are awake, all that fear, all those lies, they just turn to anger. And you get mad. Why do we want you to get mad? When you get mad, you cannot be manipulated or controlled with fear. When you get mad, you will act in your best interest. And what is the most important thing in every country in the world? Our children. We had them come up here before. You heard them speak. They are literally the light of life for every country in the world. The children are our future. We must protect them. And that's what MAD is all about. It's an international grassroots awareness campaign to inform mothers and fathers about the psychological trauma that will be imposed on their children in these academic situations or in the private and public care facilities. We also let them know how the economic consequences of COVID cause the type of situation that leads to more human trafficking, which is poverty and family problems, and it hits the poor communities worse. They want you to sacrifice your children into these public schools that are now trauma centers. But we have a way to fight back. I launched a new system for school we're calling Private On-Demand Education. Chapters all over Ontario and then all over Canada. We finally got the idea approved just yesterday by the school board. So if anybody is interested in saving your children from that trauma, email privateschool@protonmail.com. privateschool@protonmail.com. MAD, the nonprofit, in conjunction with Private On-Demand Education, is creating an entirely new school system. Private, affordable, high quality, no mandatory masks, no mandatory vaccines, no social distancing. Your kids can be kids again. We need to take the power back from the government. They do not rule us, they serve us, and they need to remember that. We need this to go global. We need to spread the awareness. A man from South Africa approached me. He created a brand new app. It is called Earth United. So appropriate because I preach united non-compliance. This app is going to link all like-minded individuals and groups all around the world. So we don't need to gather and protest. We can just hit a button and millions of people will hear our message. Why are we doing this? And why do you need to sign up? We're going to be handing out flyers. All you got to do is scan. Everyone needs this app. It is going global. We're launching in Canada, US, UK, Australia. Why? We're going to get hundreds of thousands of Canadians together, hundreds of thousands of Americans, hundreds of thousands of Australians, hundreds of thousands of UK. And we're going to storm the public courts. And we're going to do a common law public court lawsuit like the earth has never seen before. And we're going to have the support of the police. We're going to have the support of politicians. And we're going to have the support of every single one of you. It doesn't matter what your ethnicity is, your age, where you come from. If you're a government official, if you're a police officer, if you're a civilian, rights and freedoms matter to us all. Rights and freedoms are essential to us all. And all of us need to be willing to fight for your rights. If you do not protect your rights, they will take your rights. Do you understand? So I want everybody that wants their kids to be safe to message private school at protonmail.com. I want everybody that wants to be part of this global movement to download the Earth United app. And we will change the world together. We're not just coming together now. We are giving you ways to fight back and win. We're not just talking, we're doing. And that's what we need to do, create action around the world. And the world is waking up and they are getting scared, believe me. What do they fear? United non-compliance. Say it with me, everybody. United non-compliance. Thank you, everybody.
Mad! Get mad, everybody! Get mad! The next speaker, I am very happy to introduce because I think it's about time we hear from the other side of the education system in this country. His name is Michael Jackson. Now, it's not what you think. He's a teacher. And Mike J, please come to the stage. Everybody, a warm welcome for Mike J. And if I could have Mr. Denny Rancourt, please come up to the stage, I would really appreciate it.
Yeah, Mike, he's from our Queen's Park. Yeah, he's wonderful. He's
Oh boy! Look at you.
Woo!
Well, I'm here today for the same reason all of you are. I heard the call. That voice in my head, with that pounding in my heart, screaming out, "This is wrong!"
Yeah.
We all feel it. I'm a teacher. I don't know if I have a job in September.
Yeah.
But you know what? I became a teacher to educate, not indoctrinate. I became a teacher to teach how to think, not what to think. And look at us today. What I see now is I see a whole army of my fellow Canadians here, united in defiance against tyranny.
Yeah!
A tyranny like which the world has never seen before. This is a plague on humanity. This tyranny is trying to subjugate every single man, woman, and child on the face of this planet. No.
We're not gonna take it!
No. Hell no!
Hell no! We are not gonna take it!
Right now there's a tidal wave of global revolt that is rising around the world.
Yeah!
And we are part of that tide that is rising. And eventually, it's gonna flood the gates. The whole world is gonna rise against this evil. And it is evil. It is evil. There is no way that you can have a plot for decades to take away the rights of everyone and you be a human? There's no heart in a being like that. Some lines were never meant to be crossed.
That's right, motherfuckers! Sorry.
And you came for our elderly first. And now you're coming for our kids?
Ooh! Ooh!
How do you break people from standing up? You destroy what's keeping them fighting. You destroy their reason for fighting. They take away our parents, and now they want to go for our kids. But that is not going to happen.
Pass them on, pass them on. Take a few and
There are many teachers like me that aren't speaking. But there are also many teachers that are now beginning to speak.
Woo!
And for all those people, not just teachers, now I'm speaking to the police, to all the people who will have their jobs, who think they're still going to have their jobs when this is all done. This is how they divide us. They kept some people working on paid leave. They're not going to rise up. It was a strategy. This is totalitarianism. The jobs we think we have are going to be gone.
That's right.
And all those of you at home who know there's something terribly wrong, but you're not doing anything, you pass it off to someone else. I tell you, one day you're going to crawl into your deathbed, many years from now, and you're going to look back and wish you came and took that one chance to save your country. And I'm telling you, all of us, and these people who are not fighting, I'm not angry with you. I understand you're scared, but you must rise.
Yeah! Yeah!
We are here because the thing that keeps us going. Some of us, it's because of our belief in our Creator. Some of us for our children. Some of us for our kids, for all of us. Oh, sometimes just your expression, just silence says it all. I'm so angry, I'm actually calm. I will not put my kid in school. I'm a teacher. The teachers will rise, but they got to know that we are behind them.
Yeah, we are.
And for all those who believe in COVID-19, because there's nothing to it, all it is it's the only pandemic that ever existed on paper. I could talk about the science, but we all know it's fake. We all know it. And they want to put hugs on our kids. Not Quebec. Not Quebec. My brothers in Quebec, you have shown the rest of Canada what it takes. And God bless you for coming here. Oh, you're an inspiration to us in the West. I'm telling you. Liberté. Liberté. Today. Liberté today. We are the people of the North, and we have united. First Nations, Quebec, all of us united. And we will not go away quietly into the night.
Oh no, we're not going anywhere.
United, we are now a true North strong, a true North free.
Yeah!
And God Almighty keep our land glorious and free. Thank you.
Mike J, everybody, that was Mike J. I would like to introduce the next speaker, but I'm still looking for him. Professor Denis Rancourt, are you here, sir?
People united will always be victorious.
The next speaker is a very special person in Ontario.
I love Denis. I follow him.
He is a professor of psychology.
Woo! Yeah!
He is also the head of the Ontario Civil Liberties Association.
Woo!
Monsieur Rancourt. Yeah, I'm sure he's making his way to the stage. How y'all doing?
Woo!
Is that all I got?
Woo!
How about a round of of applause for our First Nations, folks. We hear some amazing drums in the background, so I'd like you to get a little louder. While we're waiting for Monsieur Rancourt to come up to the stage, I'm going to instead invite up some very special members from Vaccine Choice and Vax Canada. I'm just gonna let them introduce themselves because, you know, she's just as dominant as I am, so, you know.
Hi, Jessica.
And
we are live
thank
from
you
Ottawa.
For coming out. This is an awesome crowd. My name is Giselle Barabeau. I'm with Vaccine Choice Canada.
Thanks, Jessica. It's a pleasure.
So
It's an
I'm here to
honor.
bring you greetings from everybody at Vaccine Choice Canada. We stand for choice, and we're here for you, for all Canadians, and even those people who are not here, whether they know it or not.
Yeah.
Back on July 6th, our lawyer, Rocco Galati, filed a statement of a claim against Justin Trudeau. Against Doug Ford. Against Theresa Tam.
Celebrating freedom.
Against
will
Ontario's
not back
Ministers
down.
of Health, Education and Long-Term Care.
Stand strong, everybody.
Against 4 medical officers of health. And CBC.
Yeah! Woo!
We list the COVID measures of self-isolation, social distancing, the
Ooh.
compulsory wearing of masks,
Ooh.
the arbitrary and unjustified closure of businesses, the closures of schools, daycares,
for everything.
park amenities, playgrounds, the denial of access to education, medical, dental, naturopathic, and other support, the closing of religious places of worship, the closure of parliaments and courts. None of these were scientifically or medically based. They posed physical and psychological harm. They were extreme, unwarranted, and unjustified. The statement of claim is 191 pages. You can go on our website and read all of it if you like. Or I can summarize it in 2 sentences for you. Number 1, there is no science, there is no evidence, and there is no consent behind these measures.
That's right.
And number 2, this is fraud on a massive scale.
That's right. That's right. Woo! Criminals! Criminals!
Our lawyer, since filing, has been so gracious to do countless interviews for us from across Canada and internationally. And he would have loved to be here today, but he had other obligations. Beyond that, he is collaborating now with constitutional lawyers from other countries wishing to take legal action against their own government. So I'm proud to say that Canada is leading the way in this legislation.
So amazing! So amazing!
Rocco Galati truly is a godsend.
Yeah, God bless him.
So while we wait for their statement of defense, we will file an injunction against the mask mandates. As more time passes, the more insane are these orders. Will they mandate next masks for outside, for daycares, for our homes? But legal action is only one means of resistance. It's an important one, but it's only one. And the awareness is growing. The more egregious their orders, the more support for our resistance.
That's right!
The more tracking and tracing, the more support for our resistance.
That's right!
And the closer we get to that warp speed vaccine, the more support for our resistance. So I encourage you to continue to build a community of freedom fighters around you, because we really need each other.
Yes.
In the last few months, we have seen the rise of many courageous warriors. I could point to several of them here. But we need many more, so I encourage you to go back to your communities and be that courageous warrior for your children and for your grandchildren. Show them that freedom is worth fighting for.
Yes! 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 Wow! Wow!
And I'll repeat what Mike said. God keep this land glorious and free.
I had 250.
Oh, Canada! Look at you guys. And look at you, Vlad.
Wow.
I am so proud and filled with gratitude to be here today. I am beyond humbled to be able to be with you all in this moment in history.
That's incredible.
Today is a day that will be in future history books as we all come together as one Canada. We are divided as a nation no more. So welcome to all of my beautiful brothers and sisters from Quebec, First Nations, and Ontario. And as well, our other brothers and sisters watching from around the rest of the country today, we stand with you and the world. And the world.
Yes.
Okay. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Amanda Forbes. Some of you know me from VAX Canada. But today I have the honor of not only representing the VAX team, but the Children's Health Defence Canada.
Yay!
Please know Polly, Brian, the VAX team, RFK Jr., and the CHD team all stand in unity with us.
Yes.
I'm going to tell a little bit of a story here. I had the privilege of running the premieres of a very controversial, informative, and amazing documentary some of you may have seen called VAX 2 across this great nation with the help of many amazing freedom-loving Canadian patriots. 8 months ago, people were thinking very differently than they are now. Now, people have started to recognize the tactics that were used to shut us down and to shut the truth down for the purpose of a very near future to come. Hindsight's always 20/20, isn't it?
Yeah.
We had public health going into establishments and threatening to shut them down if they dared offer their facility to show our film. We had a group from out east taking advantage of and trying to weaponize the autistic community against us. Lower than low.
Lower than low. Boo.
We had the holier than thou government officials running smear campaigns every chance they had. And today, you would recognize them as front and centers in the media during the coronavirus.
That's awesome, Jessica. That's awesome. Great to hear.
But now we're starting to see why they were fighting so hard to keep people from seeing our film. Just 2 weeks after we wrapped up our screenings, did this virus make its way through our borders? Not likely, but.
Ooh.
And just a week later, our Ontario government decided to push through Bill 188 after schools had only been closed for 1 week at this point.
Whoa, what is that about?
They rushed it through without public knowledge or input, which I'm pretty sure is a requirement here in Canada. Okay, so what was I missing? I mean, kids weren't going back anytime soon, so why all the secrecy and why all the urgency of 3 readings and a royal assent in 1 day? I'm pretty sure you can add it all up, though. But what is Bill 188, you may ask? It basically strips you and your children of privacy under the Public Health Information Protection Act.
Oh, I saw that. Boo!
The same bill allowing police to obtain your private health records to determine your coronavirus status.
Ooh,
Think about that.
Disgusting!
Access to your children's records in school and out, as well as yours. So some may think that sounds innocent enough, but when you tie in the Emergencies Act, the Quarantine Act, and more specifically, the Health Protection and Promotions Act, Section 35 to be exact, allowing a public health officer to have you or your child detained by order of a judge for up to 6 months. Now, if that's not enough, let's add in the little blurb updated by the CDC on July 21st, 2020, explaining how in case of an emergency, you should be packing extra medication, clothing,
food, toys for your children to go to school, just in case they're separated from you for the...
Do not send your kids to school. Do not send your kids to
You can read
school.
the wording, can't you?
Very dangerous, very dangerous. Do not.
Now
send
it
your
becomes
children to
terrifying,
school.
doesn't it?
Do not.
I've
They
heard
can
from
take
many
your kids away
teachers
from
about
you.
how they would
Absolutely
never let that
horrible.
happen, and believe me, I trust you 150%, but I'm here to tell you it won't be up to you at or by that point. It will be done by the unelected officials spouting orders on public health officers to do the dirty work. And that's just the PG version. I haven't even begun to talk about the quarantine centers being established right now. Not convinced? Look up a company by the name of Onyx in Alberta. Or the situation happening in Regina, Saskatchewan right now. Unmarked vehicles picking up people in the night and taking them to quarantine rooms at the Ramada Hotel after testing negative.
What the fuck? Boo! Boo!
So it's coming, folks. You know it's trickling. You gotta keep your ears and your eyes open and your boots on the ground. So once again, I'm gonna say it louder for the people in the back. Do you still think this is about a virus?
No!
Out of curiosity and a show of hands, who here has plans to get the coronavirus vaccine?
Zero! Zero!
Wow. Who here doesn't have plans to get the coronavirus? Wow! You guys are awesome! Okay, is anyone undecided? No? Okay.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
How have we managed to become so fearful of our own critical thinking that many of the population would willingly put their faith and trust into a vaccine that, number one, bypasses the proper protocols of safety testing by skipping
She's
animal
amazing,
trials
eh?
altogether,
She's so great.
which makes you the guinea pig, by the way. Number two, allow anyone to put a brand new mRNA technology into their body without batting an eye.
Boo!
As the mother of a vaccine-injured child, what I can tell you is, there's no way in hell.
There's no hell no! Hell no! Hell no! Hell no! Hell no! Hell no! Hell no!
Knowing
Hell
what I
no!
know about this brand new technology and their DARPA gel, there is no coming back from this one, you guys. There is no detox for this one. This one wraps itself right into your body and takes hold.
This is horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible.
And Bill Gates.
Boo!
Are you kidding me?
Arrest Bill Gates!
Not an engineer.
Arrest Bill Gates!
Not a doctor. Not an epidemiologist. Not a virologist. Owns vaccine patents, owns vaccine companies. Yeah. Has maimed and killed over 30,000 girls in India with his HPV vaccine alone.
Ooh,
Lawsuits are
crimes.
filed. Yeah.
Crimes against
Major
humanity.
Viewfinder. Here we go.
Yeah,
and
he's-
openly admits that there will be at least 700,000 adverse reactions to this new vaccine.
Wow.
And why does he have his nose in Canada's business anyways?
Yeah, why?
We know it isn't out of the goodness of his heart. Why are our mayors and government officials so willing to sell out to his agenda?
Why? Why?
Isn't it funny how mask mandates came into play after his private meetings with some of our country's mayors?
Disgusting!
Coincidence.
Oh, sure. I wasn't sure.
It is time for a new government.
Yeah!
A government for the people.
Yeah!
A government free from globalist agenda, corruption, tyranny, and lies.
Yeah!
A transparent and patriotic government that puts Canadians first and cherishes our values, the diversity and freedom of its people. They used Marxist groups to try to divide us. They used COVID to shut us down and try to cripple us. But what they didn't realize was that that was the worst thing that they could do. They gave us time. Time to see what was right in front of us.
Yep.
And the two things that will unite everyone in this country and world: you don't mess with our children.
That's right.
And you don't mess with our freedom.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Woo!
Today, I'm grateful for choosing the right side of history.
Yay!
A side who researches to learn the truth rather than accept lies.
Yay!
A side that breathes fresh air without restriction.
Yes!
A side that basks in the light rather than darkness, anger, and fear.
Yes!
A side who sees evil and does something about it.
Yeah!
So join me in sending this message out to the world. Canada says no, and we stand firm.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
As I leave you today, the only thing I'd like to say is, if you would like to donate to the legal challenge being led by one of the most fiercest Canadian patriots I know, Mr. Rocco Galati, please do so by visiting vaccinechoicecanada.com. And once again, Canada says no, and we stand firm.
Yeah! Woo!
Vaccine choice, everybody, vaccine choice.
Woo! Vaccine Choice Canada.
That's Giselle and Amanda.
Okay, everyone.
I will not allow anyone to put a mask on my child. I will not allow anyone to put a mask on your children. You will not put a needle in my arm. You will not put needles in the arms of my children.
That's right, that's right, that's right.
International crimes for Bill Gates.
That's right, that's right.
He will not dox humanity.
That's right.
He is a virus.
Yeah, he sure is. He needs to go. He needs to
Vaccinate
be
Bill
arrested.
Gates.
Yeah! Arrest Bill Gates.
Eradicate Bill Gates. And take back our house.
Yeah.
Yes! Yes! Thank you, Kellyanne. And now, our next speaker. Okay, I thought I had lost the sound. Donc, notre prochain invité est quelqu'un qui veut chanter l'hymne national en anglais et en français. Et donc, c'est pour unir les peuples. On accueille chaleureusement Michel Pelletier.
Woo!
Merci beaucoup.
My battery is about to die,
Alors,
guys.
afin de remercier tous les organisateurs de cette journée, c'est important de s'unir ensemble. Au Canada, terre de nos aïeux, ton front est saint de fleurs glorieux, car ton bras s'est porté d'épée, il s'est porté la croix. Ton histoire est une épopée des plus brillants exploits. Holy fallen, glorious and free, O Canada, we stand on guard. Stand on guard for thee.
Merci beaucoup pour cette hymne rassembleuse. Thank you very much for this gathering song. And now, our next guest, notre prochain invité. Je ne le connais pas,
Je vais nommer son nom et je le laisse se présenter. I don't know him, but I'll let him speak for himself. Ici, Samuel Grenier! Je suis affamé, inquiet et désorienté. Je voudrais être là pour aider, soigner, rencontrer et enseigner. Nous voulons tous éviter le malheur à l'autre et lui donner sa dose de bonheur. Nous sommes accomplis lorsque nous protégeons nos enfants, que nous sourions à notre voisin et que nous partageons un bout de notre vie avec nos amis. Ce pays est assez grand et prospère pour que chacun soit invité à la même table et puisse profiter du même repas. L'argent et le pouvoir ont malheureusement fait sombrer notre monde dans un état de violence. Le pouvoir des quelques-uns s'est développé au détriment des libertés de milliards d'autres personnes. La technologie contribue à l'enrichissement de quelques personnes et à l'appauvrissement des millions d'autres. Les connaissances des uns mènent à l'ignorance des autres, car on les empêche de partager et de communiquer. On nous a dit de se barricader et de se distancier, alors que nous avions besoin de nous rapprocher et de sentir la présence de l'autre. Nous n'affrontons pas l'ennemi, cachés chacun sous son lit. Nos moyens de communication, de production et de consommation sont nés afin de nous rapprocher. La technologie et le savoir sont censés nous aider, pas à nous contrôler, pas à nous tuer. Les réseaux sociaux sont maintenant dangereux et nous permettent de communiquer rapidement, mais ils peuvent également censurer des gens qui auraient pu nous protéger. C'est maintenant ou jamais à nous de reprendre le contrôle de ce destin qui nous appartient. C'est avec nos amis, nos collègues, nos voisins, notre famille, nos fournisseurs, nos clients, nos équipes que nous devons affronter nos ennemis de la mondialisation et du contrôle. Du contrôle planétaire régi par une élite qui ne connaît pas l'unité, l'amitié, l'amour et la fraternité entre les hommes. Nous sommes nés pour être aimés et aimés, se toucher et être touchés, se parler et s'écouter. Aujourd'hui, nous sommes des milliers à travers le monde, nous sommes des millions, voire des milliards de victimes de cette élite qui désire prendre le contrôle en éliminant les faibles et en protégeant ceux qui seront en mesure de consommer leurs produits, leurs vaccins et leurs médicaments bientôt livrés chez vous par des drones directement sur votre perron. Notre patrie a besoin de ses protecteurs car un jour, nous reprendrons le pouvoir qu'on tente de nous voler. On ne protège pas un humain avec un bout de tissu jetable. On le protège et on le fait grandir en lui offrant notre amour, notre amitié et notre présence. Citoyens, n'offrez pas vos enfants ni vos grands-parents. N'échangez pas votre liberté à cette gang qui s'enrichit chaque fois qu'elle vous vaccine ou tente de vous convaincre qu'un médicament est meilleur pour soulager votre malheur qu'un traitement qui pourrait vous soigner.
My battery is gonna die soon, guys. This is my last charge. Thanks everyone for watching.
Ces humains dénaturés, assoiffés d'argent, contrôlés par un ego qui les empêche de faire l'amour avec qui que ce soit d'autre qu'avec leurs banquiers, ont poussé leur loc un peu trop loin. C'est irréversible, nous exerçons notre pouvoir. Point.
Oui.
C'est la sommation de nos libertés individuelles qui crée notre liberté. C'est par l'accumulation de nos connaissances que nous créons notre savoir collectif. Toutes ces machines, c'est nous qui les créons. Sans nous, ils ne sont rien. Ils ne font pas une scène. Ces affamés du pouvoir, ces élus démocratiquement, nous ont floués. Ils ne respectent pas le contrat qu'ils avaient avec nous. Les règles morales qui régissent notre gouvernance sont maintenant choses du passé. Leur promesse n'y était que pour obtenir ce pouvoir avec lequel ils nous écrasent présentement. C'est à chacun d'entre nous de nous assurer que notre voisin et notre ami ne manquent de rien, d'aucune occasion de recevoir de l'amour, un travail, une éducation, un soin, afin que nous puissions reprendre le contrôle sur cette science que nous devons dompter, afin que nous soyons rassasiés, réconfortés et sécurisés. Je vous souhaite la santé à chacun d'entre vous et la liberté à laquelle vous croyez.
Something like, I wish freedom upon everyone who believes, something like that.
Merci beaucoup, Samuel Grenier, on l'applaudit très fort! Et maintenant, notre prochaine invitée, j'espère qu'elle n'est pas loin. Mélanie Croteau, est-ce qu'elle est là? Mélanie? Ok, bon, ben d'abord, on va y aller avec quelqu'un d'autre qui a l'air occupé en ce moment. Ici, oui, une grande dame. Une autre grande dame du Québec. Et j'ai nommé Stéphanie Plourde.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your patience. I know it's long. It's been a long day, but I have a big treat for you today.
In my pocket.
I'm trying to. I'm going to make it short, okay? So, vous me connaissez pas beaucoup, mais je veux représenter la voix des mamans au Québec qui sont inquiètes pour leurs enfants.
The voice of the mothers in Quebec, she says.
And for those who don't speak French, I'm sorry, I don't want to take too much of your time, so you can go read my speech English on the Line Facebook page. I will send it there later if it's okay for you, okay? Sounds good?
Yes!
Mon nom est Stéphanie Plourde. Je suis jeune maman de 2 garçons et c'est pour eux que je suis ici aujourd'hui.
She's a mother of 2 young boys.
Pour mes neveux et mes nièces et pour tous les enfants de ce pays.
She's taking a stand for all the children of this country.
Je crois que je n'ai pas besoin de vous rappeler l'importance de se battre pour eux en ce moment. Je le sais, vous le savez, et même ceux qui gardent le silence le savent eux aussi.
I wish I could understand.
Aujourd'hui, je veux vous partager mon sentiment de fierté d'être une citoyenne canadienne québécoise. Ce n'est pas tous les jours que nous avons la chance d'exprimer à nos concitoyens notre fierté de vivre dans notre beau pays et de nous rappeler notre histoire et nos origines. J'ai des origines acadiennes du côté de mon père, qui est né à Campbellton, Nouveau-Brunswick. Et mon arrière-grand-père était Micmac. Je suis aussi la petite fille d'un homme qui s'est battu pour ce pays lors de la Deuxième Guerre mondiale. Il aurait eu 105 ans le 25 août de cette année. Je pense beaucoup à lui depuis quelque temps. Je pense à ce qu'il a fait et ce qu'ont fait tous les braves soldats pour nous et pour notre magnifique pays. Ils se sont battus pour toutes les femmes et les enfants. Ils se sont sacrifiés pour que toutes les familles puissent vivre dans la sécurité, dans la liberté et pour éviter que le Canada soit sous l'emprise de tyrans. Nous nous retrouvons dans une situation semblable à celle qu'ont vécue nos ancêtres il n'y a pas si longtemps. Une nouvelle réalité nous est imposée et la vie telle qu'elle nous est présentée en ce moment même semble irréelle et vide de sens. Et cette nouvelle réalité est loin d'être celle que je veux pour nos enfants. Aujourd'hui, nous sommes encore une fois menacés par des tyrans riches et puissants, mais dépourvus de sens moral et d'humanité. Ils essaient de nous dicter comment nous devons vivre nos vies et surtout prendre le contrôle de nos corps et notre santé en nous imposant un vaccin obligatoire. Et cette fois, ils veulent se servir de nos enfants pour arriver à leur fin. Bien, moi, je dis non. Qu'est-ce que vous dites, vous?
No! C'est
inacceptable.
It's not acceptable. Inacceptable.
Maintenant, c'est nous qui devons livrer cette bataille qui est en fait une quête pour la vérité, pour exposer au grand jour ces tyrans malfaisants qui se cachent derrière nos systèmes gouvernementaux depuis des décennies et pour défendre nos droits et nos libertés qui menacent de plus en plus chaque jour.
Yeah.
Pour gagner, il est crucial de ne pas répéter les erreurs du passé, de laisser tomber tout sentiment de rancune et s'unir plus que jamais pour protéger notre humanité en tant qu'hommes, femmes et enfants du Canada.
Yeah! Gonna fight to protect
Nous avons
the
hérité
women
de
and
cette
children of
mission et
Canada.
maintenant c'est à nous de passer à l'action. C'est notre devoir de faire en sorte de protéger notre démocratie à tout
It's our
prix, ou du
duty
moins ce
to
qu'il en
protect our
reste,
democracy.
d'offrir un monde meilleur à nos enfants et de se battre pour qu'ils puissent vivre une enfance normale,
Our children
de
have to live
résister à toute forme de
normal
dictature,
childhood.
enfin de restaurer un gouvernement honnête, bienveillant envers son peuple et qui sera digne de diriger ce beau pays qui nous appartient à tous.
Yeah!
Maintenant, je m'adresse à nos dirigeants. Vous et vos médias, vous terrorisez et vous divisez la population avec des mensonges. Vous avez laissé mourir nos aînés seuls dans des conditions horribles qui restent pour la plupart inconnues. Vous continuez d'accumuler la dette la plus importante jamais enregistrée dans toute l'histoire de notre pays. Et de ce fait, vous détruisez et menacez l'avenir, les aspirations, les possibilités, la sécurité financière et les rêves de nos enfants et des jeunes familles. Vous êtes rien de moins que des traîtres corrompus, des lâches, sans honneur. Et la justice sera rendue.
Without honor.
Ce n'est qu'une question de temps.
Sorry, would you mind moving a little bit?
Voici ce que je vous annonce aujourd'hui, M. Trudeau, M. Legault. Vous nous avez sous-estimés.
You have
Vous
underestimated
n'avez
us.
rien compris et rien retenu de l'histoire du peuple canadien et québécois.
You forgot the history.
Nous sommes plus têtus,
Canadian
plus
and
rusés,
Quebec people.
plus forts et
We are-
plus unis que vous le pensez.
We are stronger and woo! We are stronger and more united than you think.
Grâce à notre volonté, notre clairvoyance et notre amour pour notre patrie, nous, les gens du peuple, sommes plus puissants que vous.
We are more powerful than you. Woo!
Et nous allons gagner.
We the people are more powerful than you and we will
Nous
win.
détectons vos tactiques de diversion sous le couvert de cette fausse pandémie qu'est le COVID-19,
We detected
ainsi que
your
vos stratégies
divisive
de manipulation
tactics.
utilisées par vos troupes de soldats médiatiques qui sont chargés de cette propagande de la peur depuis les 6 derniers mois.
Yeah.
Oui,
Yeah,
et en
yeah.
terminant,
Your media
puisque vous nous traitez
soldiers.
comme des enfants bien dociles depuis des mois et que vous menacez de sévir et de nous donner des conséquences si nous n'appliquons pas vos mesures, bien moi, je vais jouer mon rôle de maman avec vous, Monsieur Legault et Monsieur Trudeau.
She's
Je vais vous
amazing.
rappeler
She's
une
amazing.
petite leçon d'éducation de base que l'on apprend à nos enfants quand ils commencent à mentir. Vous savez ce qu'on dit? À force de mentir tout le temps, bien, on ne vous croit plus. Et on ne vous fait plus confiance. Je vais même vous traduire une citation parfaitement adaptée à vous afin que vous compreniez bien le message. C'est une citation de James Bay et Anna Youssef qui est la suivante. Les statistiques ne mentent pas, mais les menteurs utilisent les statistiques.
Oh, statistics don't lie, but liars
Donc,
utilize.
abandonnez le
the
mensonge et vos
statistics.
plans de dictature maintenant, car vous ne passerez pas.
You will not win with your plans of
Merci à tous.
dictatorship.